CORS stands for Cross-Origin Resource Sharing. But what does it mean? Why is it needed and how does it work? Hi, Chimeze here again with another episode of Tech Simplified. In this video, I will be simplifying CORS. CORS is a security measure put in place by web browsers to control how resources from one origin is shared with another origin. It is based on the same origin policy. So to fully grasp CORS, we need to understand the same origin policy. The same origin policy is a security mechanism implemented by web browsers that restricts how documents and scripts on one origin can interact with resources on another origin. The term origin keeps popping up, but what then is an origin? Given a URL, an origin comprises the URL scheme, host, and port. That is, if a port is specified. Two URLs have the same origin if the scheme, host, and port are the same for both. For example, these two URLs have the same origin because it's only the part that differs. Conversely, these two URLs have different origins because the scheme are different. By default, we can only access resources that are located on the same origin as the origin of our request due to the restrictions set by the same origin policy. But CORS was created to relax these restrictions so that a server can specify which origin or origins it can share its resources with. The main idea behind CORS is security, such that it helps prevent a malicious script from accessing resources that it should not have access to. Also, it helps protect users from potential security threats, such as cross-site request forgery and unauthorized data access. Now, let's look at how CORS works. CORS is implemented on the server side using HTTP headers to specify which origins are allowed to access its resources and which HTTP methods and headers are allowed during cross-origin requests. You will often see these errors in the browser console when CORS is not configured on a server or when configured but doesn't match a particular origin. With CORS, there are two types of requests. We have simple requests and complex or pre-flight requests. A request is a simple request if it uses HTTP methods such as GET, ADD, and POST, as these methods are considered safe because they are not capable of causing a change in state on the server. In addition to this, the request can only use headers such as accept language, and content type. And the content type header value must be either multipath/form-data, application/x-www-form-URL encoded, or text/plain. A complex request is the opposite of a simple request, and as such, it uses HTTP methods such as put, patch, or delete. These methods can cause a change in state on the server. So the browser sends a request to the server using the HTTP options method to check if the request is allowed before sending the actual request. This is called a pre-flight request. The server then responds with the appropriate headers indicating the cross-origin request the server is willing to accept from the client's URL. And if the response is successful, that is, the origin, the method, and the headers are allowed on the server, the browser then sends the actual request. So that is CORS simplified. If you found this helpful, like, share, subscribe, and follow for more.